This Yamaha Thunderace I've been rebuilding, well, let me tell you, it's been an emotional roller coaster. But before I share why, let me tell you that in this video, we are going to install this engine again, plumb it all in again, and find out if my top end rebuild has been successful or not when we attempt to start it again. Let me give you a quick recap. We got this bike for free. It had been off the road for over 20 years. I was replacing the damaged frame and in the process kept breaking things. Just trying to do up one of the last bolts. For whatever reason, it's decided it wanted to snap. But we completed the rebuild eventually and tried to start the bike. Oh dear, we've got an oil leak. Which was a fail when the clutch push rod flew out. Then we tried to start the bike again. But it then refused to start. So I had to remove the engine, tear the top end down and rebuild it for the second time around. I'm nervous. All that has gone wrong with this bike, I have lost all confidence whatsoever. But if we're going to gain any confidence back, we just got to roll with the punches and get this bike complete. All right, we've got a special guest. We've got Nicole. I've had to beg her and say, please come and help me install the engine into the frame. And she's so busy these days. I mean, this sort of work, boring to you, isn't it? I mean, she could do it with her eyes closed. She's actually had to tell Elon Musk, yeah? Listen, mate, give me 2 minutes while I sort this rubbish out. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, 2 minutes, and the engine's in. Engine is in. This makes a lot of difference. Well, obviously you make all the difference, right? Yeah. Exactly, so now the engine is mounted, I can go around and torque all of the engine mounting bolts up. Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it? Right, I've got to say, now that the engine is in the frame, I'm starting to feel a little bit more positive because I feel like I'm making progress once again. Still plenty to do, but you know what? We can crack on, can't we? All right, so some of you are probably about to comment and say, hey, what about the compression check? I could quite easily plug it in, but this Thunderace has been one hell of a surprise, and I like surprises. So we're gonna keep the theme of surprises, and I'm gonna wait until I piece everything back together again. Then when we attempt to start the Thunderace, then I can let the bike surprise me. Will it run? Will it not? That's what's so exciting, that's what's fun. Let me know what you think, drop a comment below. Will this bike run at the end of this video? But we're almost there. The exhaust is next, battery, plug everything in, oh, and the radiator. Job's a good one. I think the bike's gonna run. I think it's gonna run, but yeah. Let's proceed. You will be glad to know that this time around, when installing the exhaust, I will be using exhaust paste, because of course I read all of your comments. I do want to take this opportunity to thank all of my subscribers who leave constructive feedback. I learn so much with all of your help. So please, keep adding your tips to the comment section. It is ever so appreciated. One exhaust system all bolted up. That means we're now one step closer to a first start. Next I'm thinking should be the radiator. Oh, exciting stuff this, isn't it? Exciting. Cannot wait. So, we must not forget this time around to install the clutch slave cylinder, because the last time I attempted to start the bike, this clutch rod that flew across the room and it poured oil all over the workbench. So let's pop that on. But once that's in place, oh my gosh, we are ever so close to starting the bike, or attempting to start the bike, let's say. I can feel it. It's going to be a good day. I feel it, please. I can feel it. Thunderace, be good to me today, all right? Please be good. We are basically ready for a first start. I've been busy and I've gone ahead and just put the airbox in, batteries in place, and I've plugged everything that needs to be plugged in. This is the moment. I cannot begin to tell you how nervous I am. I think what we're going to do first is actually turn the bike over without any fuel, just to be sure that one, the oil can circulate in the engine, so it's not dry when it does hopefully go to start. And secondly, I literally just want to, I'm mumbling now, like I can't even get my words out. Secondly, I want the engine to turn over and hope like everything's turning over, you know, there's no restrictions, no dodgy noises. Yeah, honestly, oof. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go ignition on. I'm going to go ahead and hit the starter button. Nothing. It's turning over. Whew. This cabling here, I'm going to need to take it apart at some point and give it a good thorough clean up. Next step, we need to add fuel. All right, so I've rigged up the CR125 fuel tank to the bike. The CR125 is a project bike that I'll have going on next once this Thunderace is complete. And the reason why I'm using this fuel tank and not the Thunderace fuel tank is because in the first start attempt, we had an issue with the fuel tank. Basically, the fuel tap was not working. This fuel tank, I know, will feed fuel to the bike. So we'll just use that for now. So we're finally here, once again. Second time around, and I don't know what's about to happen. All I know is this project bike has been one hell of a experience, both ups and downs. It quite possibly is cursed, or it could be a godsend, who knows. All I know is I'm about to walk over to that bike, press the starter button and see if all of those long days, long nights, countless hours of work will all come to fruition. Will it pay off? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Here we go. Ignition on. Fuel pump primed. Very nervous. Honestly, I have the shakes. Let's do this. I think we need to turn the ignition on and off a couple of times for that fuel pump to pressurise like it's doing so now. Let's go again. What? Oh. It was running under its own steam there, but I think I need to adjust the idle screw. Alright, adjusted the idle screw, or I believe it's the idle screw, we'll find out in a second, but let's try again. I think I turned the idle screw too high. Smoky. I think that's just excess oil or lubricant or something. Feels like there's loads of compression as well. That is a bike running, no choke. The choke is off. Sounds really, really good. Sounds very good. Oh my, my, my. Where are all my doubters? Where are ya? I'm a professional, all right? I'm a professional. Tell me I'm a professional. The bike runs. Does the bike run? You are something else. You see you, the amount of pain, the amount of stress, all those hours, but you run! Oh, it feels good. It feels damn good. So, I think there's nothing else for it but to say thank you ever so much for watching. Please subscribe, because you want to see the next video when we get this bad boy on the road. See you later.